Good evening, everyone. I'm Dylan Tyson. Lima Senior has high expectations for this season. With the division expansion, they're among the top contenders in the Division II postseason, but it starts by setting a strong foundation early. And tonight, the Spartans have a chance at revenge against Toledo Scott. Our Tony Quach met with Coach Q for tonight's Hoops Preview.
Good evening, Dylan. The Lima Senior boys basketball team looks to stay perfect in Toledo City League play, a goal that was spoiled last season by a 5-point loss by the Scott Bulldogs. We'll now welcome in Lima Senior's head coach, Quincy Simpson. Coach Q, you guys are 2-1 to start off your guys' season. What have you seen from your players that's really stood out to you?
Aggressiveness, willing to share the ball. We talk about keeping the ball happy, getting it moving. We've done a good job of that so far. A lot of weapons offensively. And I've seen some grit defensively. So at this junction of the season, I'm definitely say I'm happy with what I've seen.
Of course, and you talk a little bit about offense. Offensively, in the 3 games, you guys are averaging 74 points per game. How do you look to keep that trend going tonight?
We want to be higher in the 80s. So we feel like we have enough weapons, enough firepower, guys that can make shots. We want to average 80 plus a game. In order to do that, we got to make shots, obviously. We got to share the ball, and we got to move without the ball. So I think in 3 games we've done well. We're not peaking, obviously, at this point, but, it's some bright spots for sure.
And you guys are coming off a tough 4-point loss against Whitmer on the road. What's the message to your team in order to get back into the win column tonight?
Every time you go on the road, you got to have a different mentality, and that starts when you get on the bus. I think there were a lot of things that we could have done different at Whitmer. You got to tip your hat to those guys. They played a phenomenal game. We didn't shoot it the best from the 3. We didn't shoot it the best from the free throw line. But we really feel good. Coming back at home against a team that knocked us off last year, that should be enough momentum for us.
And, of course, you just mentioned it just now, Lima Senior, Toledo Scott. You guys both took a game last year each, and tonight's the rubber match. So what can we expect from you guys tonight?
A lot of pressure.
Thank you for your time, Coach Q. And that's all the time that we have for our full coverage of Hoops Friday night. Tune in later tonight at 11:15. Reporting from Lima Senior, Tony Quach, your News Now Sports.
Well, thanks for the hard work as always, Tony. And Lima Senior, just the tip of the iceberg tonight. Conference play begins for teams all across the region. In the NWC, Lima Central Catholic makes their official return to the conference against Lincoln View. Plus our spotlight game, last year's top 2 teams in the standings, Crestview and Spencerville. The last 3 meetings between those rivals, all decided by a single bucket. We'll have eyes on 3 games apiece as well for the WBL and the MAC. Even more highlights, plus scores from every game in the region tonight at 11:10.